Guys, we're here with everyone's favorite pastry chef and someone I grew up watching years and years. It's my favorite, Anna Olson.
Hey!
I'm so stoked to be baking with you. This is like a dream come true.
And we are getting serious about the chocolate. Look at these two. You two are getting serious about the chocolate.
Wait, very serious job. Here we are, the tasters of the cake.
Anyone who comes bringing us chocolate cake is welcome anytime here.
That's right.
All right, you know what? We can get right into things.
Okay, you're the boss today.
I've already made a chocolate cake.
Yeah.
So that's part of the chocolate mousse cake recipe. And what you're doing right now, Shahir, is folding some whipped cream into a light chocolate ganache. Now, let's be serious. Light means fluffy in this vocabulary. Nothing more than that. What do you think about the cake?
It's so good.
I'm sorry, I wasn't even thinking. I'm like, are
Talk
we
to
doing
you with
TV?
your
I'm
mouth
sorry,
full.
it was delicious.
And I'm trying to slow this down because I don't want to finish it up at all. And this recipe is in your new book, correct?
Yes. And it is in the sensational category. I break down all of my chapters by simple, scrumptious, and sensational.
I love that about this.
So this is one of those.
Very cute. Very cute.
Right.
Yeah.
And Anna,
You're doing very well.
for some people who may not know, can you explain what a simple ganache is as I'm folding into the ganache?
It is equal parts cream and sugar melted together. So that's the base for the mousse.
Yeah.
And now you have the whipped cream that lightens it all up. And
Right.
we're going to layer that in more of a pastry chef kind of way. So this is a recipe you plan some time for. Amazingly, we're going to get it done in under 5 minutes.
Wow.
Wow.
Now, what you've done, Shahir, is very good. You folded in multiple additions, and I can see you're pulling from the bottom to pull
keep
the
it there.
heavier base. And what I try and do when I write recipes is give you a lot of signposts along the way. So you'll see when you make chocolate mousse, even though you're folding whipped cream in, it does deflate a little bit, and that's factored into the recipe. So I let you know, so you don't start panicking saying, oh, well, it's not, it's kind of fluid. In fact, I could pour it, because that's actually exactly what we want right now.
Good.
Yeah.
Panic-free recipes in that book.
No
That's
panic.
good.
No panic.
Perfect.
All right,
Now-
Anna, what's the next step? So I kind of got my mousse going here.
And that's a lot of mousse, isn't
That's
it?
a lot of mousse.
Yeah. Perhaps we should just get some spoons.
Is it okay?
Does anyone? Oh.
Yeah,
I'm baking with Anna Olson.
Now, I want you to put about half the mousse. I've got the springform pan. It's got a latch lined with parchment, but just put half the mousse in there.
Cool.
We're actually assembling this mousse cake upside down. So the bottom's going to be the top. The top will be the bottom.
Okay.
And that's what I like about your book. It's almost like a textbook. Like it kind of brings you through it very gradually, very slowly, which is fantastic.
Well, you know what? I like that description, Stephen, and in part, I also love how when you bake with kids, there's a fearlessness to it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm sorry, what are you calling me, Anna?
So now I'm pressing in the cake,
She
the
saw your
first
art
layer.
from earlier and figured.
she did.
In goes the rest of the mousse.
Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh.
But in terms of like a big, the mousse gets the applause. I've realized it's not about us.
Right.
So cake mousse, and it's equal parts, right, Anna?
Pardon me?
It's cake mousse,
mousse.
equal parts.
But you'll notice in the cake that you've got mousse on top as opposed to just in the middle. Now this
that's so good.
is, once you've spread it in an even layer, now the second cake goes in, and remember, upside down, top is bottom, and then you press it in, squidge.
That's
So the
so
mousse
cool.
comes flush with the cake.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Now that we cover with
here.
plastic,
Okay.
and what we do to set it is actually freeze it.
I love that trick. I read that this morning in the book and was like, that is so smart.
And what you want to do is plan a couple days ahead. So if you're serving this on a Thursday, you can take the stress out by breaking the tasks apart. Make the cake on Thursday night. Make the mousse and do this step on Friday night. And then Saturday is when we do the glazing and you have some fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you make the rest of dinner too.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
So here it is after it's
This is so
frozen
cool.
overnight.
Should I put it right here?
Okay.
Wow.
Now what we need to do is we've got a metal pan that's been in the freezer. It's ice cold. We need to get it out of the pan.
Yeah, how do I do this?
How do we do that?
Help us. Whoa.
Are you serious?
We got a hairdryer.
Wow, really?
The best way.
Now
to
Jesse
make it
can
work.
relate.
Never done
This
this.
is now here's something that I'm good at. You told me to bring a blow dryer, so I brought this from my dressing
Awesome.
room. I didn't know if
Oh
you
my
needed
God.
the
Well, if the
got
diffuser
tentacles.
will work.
or does it need diffusing? Or
Well, Jesse, we have mousse.
Okay.
We have dryers. let's go.
Please.
Here we go.
So you
Fire
want
them up.
high heat, low fan.
Jesse's is a weapon.
This is my weapon of choice.
and
What's
you
with
can
the tea?
see.
Oh, wow.
And you go along the, and it's just going to melt the outer layer of the cake.
Now I should pick out all the red hairs that are hanging off of the right? That would be the sanitary thing to do.
There we go.
And so this is going to
Now-
come right off like that?
Let me give it a little test
Okay.
by just dropping a palette knife in at the latch to see if it's loosened. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's cool, right, guys? Yeah. Smart. Yeah.
And now the moment
And
of truth.
now, well, we've got to flip it upside down.
Okay.
So
Right.
this is a cake board. Flip.
And go.
Go, go, cake.
Oh, television.
Come on. The master.
Oh, you wouldn't believe how fast my heart is beating right now. Now,
Worst case, you blame it on one of us. You'll be fine.
Oh.
the finishing touch. Okay, we have mousse. We
Yeah.
have hair dryers. We have a glaze that is called a mirror glaze.
Oh.
It's
Jesse,
Once
huh?
again, my area of expertise.
It's a chocolate glaze that's almost like a chocolate sauce, but it sets. And then, of course, this is warm and melted. We've got the mousse cake that's frozen. So when I pour this
Oh,
on
this is the
top,
best
That
part.
looks delicious. And now you guys can bake with Anna Olson too because you're all going home with her copy of her book.
This is so cool.
Getting a copy of her book.
I mean, who needs a relationship when you can just get everything you need watching this happen right
That
now?
is awesome.
But
Do we get to eat
it
some
sets
now?
this
'Cause-
shiny, so you can actually see your reflection in it.
Dinner is served, guys. Dinner is served. Anna, thank you so much, honey, for joining us. Fantastic.
Do you love food? Do you love me? If you said yes to both of these things, you're in luck. And if you said yes to one of these things, shame on you. I'm adorable. Hit subscribe right now for new and exciting recipes, trends, and much more, especially from me.